Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk
Amy
and Suffolk Andy here with Suffolk Spooks. Now today we are at the Paupers graveyard at
Stowmarket,
boy. Stowmarket is where we are. I came out here about 4 weeks ago I think, and done a video on the Suffolk Andy site where I really filled in the history of the place, but I'll just give you a little run through. Just over the way there is the poorhouse, and it was built for £1,200 in the 1880s and was opened for the poor people of the parishes of the district. Wasn't a good place to land up, because in Victorian times and just before, if you was poor, it was your fault because you was poor. It wasn't because there was no jobs or no pay or your husband died or your wife died or anything like that. It was your fault. So once you went into this place, you were screwed, as they say. Now, this part of the grounds we're on is where they buried the people who died in the poorhouse, and there was a lot of people because conditions were really bad. Not a lot of food. No. They worked you to death doing manual jobs, and when you died, you landed up here in this area here. Now, they didn't stop there, the cruelty. Once they buried you, what did they do, Amy?
What did they do? They put them in like a cloth.
A cloth, yeah.
On there, put them in a cloth, and they buried him in, what did you say it was, quicklime?
Yeah, they buried him in a very shallow grave.
Yeah. And
they covered you with quicklime to dispose of the body very quickly.
Bare minimum to get you in the ground, yeah. And yeah. Now,
on the site, there's 1 or 2 crosses they've found, but I should imagine there's several hundred people buried here. They never had markers, never had their names, just a number. That's all you was, a number. And the funny thing is, they had metal numbers.
Metal numbers, yeah.
And what happened when they ran out of the 100 metal?
Yeah, well, there's 100 of the metal ones, so there's at least 100 people. But then after that, you were just marked with a painted number. Yeah. Because they didn't want to make any more metal numbers.
No. So that rotted away, and so really all the records for this place were lost in a fire in the 1920s. So there's nothing here to tell you who's here or what happened to them. So it's quite a sad spot, but it's
nice, it's calm, it's pretty, and there's history, so we're right in there.
Right in there, as Amy says. So what we're going to do, we're going to try the days and rods first and see if we can pick up anything. I personally, walking around, haven't picked up anything. Personally, nothing that we've been drawn to.
No, I just feel a little bit of sadness, but I think that's just knowing the story. Just makes you feel a little bit like, oh, it kind of sucks for those guys. But no, it's nice.
All right, so let's on with the investigation. Right, I'm by the cross now. I've got the days and rods, so I quickly explain what these are. They're copper rods on sleeves, and they spin. I've no control over them as such, but if I hold them close and keep my hands as steady as I can, we'll see what happens. Right, here we go. If there's any spirits in this pauper's graveyard, can you cross these rods, please? If there's any spirits with us now, can you come forth and cross these rods, please? We'd appreciate that. We come here with love and peace, no animosity. Can you please cross these rods, please? If you're here and you want to speak to us, this is your chance to come forth we come forth, we can talk and maybe find out a little about you and how you landed up in this place. Right, we've moved down to another part of the site because it's quite a big place, and we're going to try down here. We had no success up there whatsoever, which is okay. You don't expect it all the time. So we're going to try here with the rods once more. I'm going to try first, then Amy. There will be a little bit of noise. There's a building site beside us, but anyway, let's get on. If there's any spirits in this Paupers graveyard, can you come forward please and talk to us? We come here with love and peace, no animosity. We will not hurt you, we just want to talk to you. If you can come forward, and if you can cross these rods, I'd really appreciate it. Right, what we're going to do now is try Amy, see how she get on. If we don't have any success with that, we will go to the crystals. Sometimes they find them easier, and then we'll go to the spirit box. Okay?
So we've moved now, and I've come and sat on this bench because I thought that you might want to come and sit with me. Now there is something by my side that will let me know if you do choose to come and sit with me. I'm completely okay with that. So I've also taken my phone out of my pocket, so it's not going to make it go haywire or anything. Okay, so if you want to come over here and be near me, it would be greatly appreciated if you could cross these rods over one another, or split them further apart, whatever you would like to do. But if you could move these rods so I know that you're here, that would be great. No, I'm just not.
No, I'm not picking anything. You're not picking anything up, are you?
No.
Right, we've come to the end of the investigation here at the Paupers graveyard. Yep. Unsuccessful?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually thought when we got here straight away that this place was so serene and whatever. I never picked up anything at all. Mm-hmm. We tried with the rods in 2 different locations on the site.
Yeah.
You tried, didn't you, Amy? And
crystal.
Yeah.
Spirit box.
Nothing.
Nothing.
But I will say, we will show this video, and it just proves that you don't get a spirit everywhere you go. They're not everywhere. I don't know if this place would be any different at night, but I'm a firm believer if they're here at night, they're here during the day. We are now going to go to another location. It should be more promising than this one. We only came here for peace and quiet, didn't we?
Yeah, it was really just a break.
And we've had helicopters.
Yep.
People on the building site.
Yep.
Joggers. Walkers.
Yep.
But anyway.
Bees. Not feeling any spooks here. Just calm.
Yeah.
No spooks.
Yeah, it's very nice now. Well, hello everybody. It's Suffolk.
Amy.
And Suffolk Andy, and we're on our second investigation of the day. This place is called Corpses Lane, and there's a little bit of a story to it. We're at Barking Church, and we're at the far end of the Corpses Lane, and it starts at
Needham Market.
Needham Market, and the lane was used as a highway to bring the corpses of the dead to the church. So we thought we'd give this a little look. Like I say, we just come from the Paupers graveyard with little success, so we're going to try this, and if there's no success here, we're going to put them both together and show you. So that's about it, now, Amy?
Yeah, I reckon so.
We've just had a little walk round the churchyard and the church.
It was very nice.
It was very nice, yes. But unfortunately there's a man cutting the grass and using a strimmer, so our usual curse.
Yep, it's followed us
it's
again.
Followed us, yes. So anyway, let's get on with the investigation and see what we can find. But spiritually, I'm not picking up anything again.
No, I don't really feel a whole lot of anything. It would be interesting actually if we were to maybe come here with maybe Jace.
Yeah.
And because he'll go anywhere. He's up for whatever when it comes to the paranormal. If we could similar to the idea that I had with the railway walk. One group stay at one end, one group stay at the other, and sort of compare.
What, a meet in the middle or something?
Yeah.
I think there's more wildlife than there is spirit life at the moment.
Yep, indeed.
But at least we give it a go, Amy.
We tried.
I will have a go with the crystal, but just to finish it off where we started, we walk back now and finish it off.
We came, we saw, we sort of thought about conquering and then didn't.
No.
Right, we've had little success with the days and rods. We're just going to try and finish the investigation off now with a crystal. I'll get it to spin and I'll ask the spirits to stop it and see what happens. Alright, there it goes. Start to spin, it's using my energy. If there's any spirits in this laying, corpses laying, can you please come forward and stop my crystal from spinning, please? Can you stop this crystal from spinning if there's anybody here? Thank you very much. Oh. Okay. If I've got a spirit in this area, can you spin this crystal again, please? Can you spin this crystal? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We come with love and respect, and we're so glad you've come forward. Can you please stop the crystal again, please? Thank you very much. Can I ask you, are you connected to the church, Barking Church? Are you buried at Barking Church, or are you connected to the church? Can you spin the crystal if you are? Barking Church. Are you connected to this laying? Is this laying is where you are connected to? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Can you stop the crystal, please? Thank you. Can you tell me, are you a woman? If you're a woman, can you spin the crystal, please? Are you a woman? Are you a man? If you're a man, can you spin this crystal? Can you spin the crystal if you're a man? Are you a child? Are you a child? If you're a child, will you spin this crystal? Child. Right, can you spin it a bit more, please? Thank you very much. Can you stop the crystal, please? Thank you. I'm so glad you came forward. Like I said, we come here with love and peace. Can you tell me, are you a boy child? Are you a boy child? Are you a girl child? Are you a little girl? Are you a girl? Are you a girl? Oh, that's weird. Are you a boy? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Thank you. Can you stop the crystal, please? Are you buried at the church? Are you buried at the church? Are you buried at the church? Kind of spinning, Amy.
Yeah, maybe they're not sure where they're buried. I don't know.
When you passed over, did they bring your body down this lane when you passed over? Yeah. So I take it you was buried at the church. If you was buried at the church, will you stop the crystal, please? Thank you very much. Woodpecker.
Is that a woodpecker?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right, thank you for talking to us. Are you here all the time? Do you stay in this area all the time? If you do, will you spin the crystal, please? Yeah. Now I'm going to take my hand away. Can you spin the crystal using your own energy, please? Can you spin the crystal using your own energy? Can you spin the crystal? Oh, thank you very much. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you.
Could you ask them a question for me?
Yeah.
Can you ask our young man, did he happen to kick me in my heel a minute ago? Was that him?
Yeah, a few minutes ago, did you touch Amy on her heel? Did you touch Amy's heel?
I felt something hit my shoe and I'm not sure.
Her shoe? Did you touch her shoe? Did you kick her shoe or touch her shoe? Yep. Trying to get attention.
Thank you.
Right, can you stop the crystal, please? Do you find it easier to use the crystal or the Dazen rods? Do you like the Dazen rods? So if you like the crystal, can you spin the crystal, please? Getting quite a bit of that just lately. What about the Dazen rods? If I use the Dazen rods, could you talk to me with the Dazen rods? Right. Can you please stop the crystal? Because I'm going to get my Dazen rods out and see if I can speak to you again. Right, I'm now talking to the little boy who's been talking to me with the crystals. Can you cross these Dazen rods for me, please? Could you cross these rods? Could you push them together and make an X? Could you push them together and make an X, please? They're trying.
Yeah.
Can you try a little bit more? Can you use Amy's energy, my energy, and push these across each other? That one's really trying.
I wonder if height makes a difference. I don't know, but I wonder if it does make a difference.
Can you cross these rods, please? Can you cross these rods? Can you cross these rods? I'm going to go on one knee. Can you cross these rods, please? Am I at your height? If I'm at your height, cross these rods. Thank you very much. Can you make them go straight, please? Can you make them go straight, please? Thank you very much. That's fascinating, isn't it?
Because I was wondering if that was why they weren't doing anything before.
Might have been. Might have been. Can I ask you, have you passed over more than 100 years? 100 Earth years? Have you passed more than 100 Earth years? If you have, will you cross these rods, please? Can you cross these rods if you've passed over 100 years? More than 100 years? More than 100 years? 200 years? Seems to me they like the crystal better.
The little boy that we're talking to, who kicked or touched my shoe, hello, is your name Thomas? I don't know why I'm asking.
Is your name Thomas?
I might be very wrong.
Yeah, is your name Thomas, young man? If it's not, cross the rods. If it's not Thomas, cross the rods. Cross the rods if your name is not Thomas. Can you cross the rods if you're still with us? If the little man is still with us, the little child man, can you cross these rods if you're not here, if you're still with us? Can you cross these rods?
Oh.
Go up again, and I'm just going to try with that crystal.
Yeah.
One more spin, because that was quite fascinating, that.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got the crystal out again, and I hold it quite low. If the little man-child was still here, or the man-child, can you spin this crystal for me? So I know you're still here. Can you spin this crystal for me? So I know you're still here. Will you spin the crystal? So you must find the crystal easier to use than the Daisy rods. I think he does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of energy, I think, to move the rods.
Yeah. Can I ask you, when I was on one knee, was I on the same height as you? About your height when I was on one knee? If I was, will you stop the crystal, please? Are you only half my size? If you are, will you stop the crystal? Yeah, half my size.
Oh.
So you must be about 3 foot, because I'm 6 foot, so you must be 3 foot. Can I ask you, are you happy to speak to us? I'm sorry about the noise, but
I'll try and point at this direction, it might not pick it up as much.
Are you happy to speak to us? If you are, will you spin the crystal, please? Oh, thank you. Can I ask you, are you happy on the other side? Are you happy where you are? Are you happy where you are? If you're happy where you are, will you spin the crystal? Can you spin it more, please? If you're happy on the other side. Thank you very much. That was the question I needed to know.
Yeah.
So I know I can leave and leave you in love and peace.
Can we just confirm his name, if that's possible? Can we?
Amy said, is your name Thomas? Is it Thomas? If your name is Thomas, will you stop the crystal? Is your name John? If your name is John, will you stop the crystal? Hello, John.
Oh, it's John.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, John. Thank you. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, and I dare say we will speak again, because we will be back one day. And with that, my boy, I leave you with the love of the Lord, and I hope all goes well. Goodbye.
Thank you.
See ya. See ya.
Really?
Feel him. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Feel
That's
him,
cold.
Yeah.
That's
it's here.
really cold.
Touch me. Yeah, it's here. Feel that there?
Yep. That is really
Yeah.
cold. Whoa.
Well, we'll just have to let him go now.
Yeah. Do you know, I have actually got a mark on the back of my shoe.
Yeah?
I genuinely have.
Yeah.
On my heel.
When you said Thomas about his name,
Yeah.
as soon as you said it weren't Thomas,
Yeah.
straight in my head came John. And that's a
John.
common name,
Yeah.
but that went straight in my head. That went John.
Well, that was why, because I was thinking along the lines of Thomas, because I just had like
Yeah.
such a British, just like generic British name feeling
Yeah.
of like, and you can't get any more generic than John.
No.
That is the generic British name.
Well, we've come to the end of our investigation at the corpses laying. When we first got here, I didn't think we were going to pick up much, and right out of the blue we pick up a small child with the crystal, a boy child called John. Amy thought that was Thomas,
Yep.
but as soon as I asked him if that was Thomas and he said no, I just had this John in my head. It's a common name, but I actually thought it was the one, and it turned out to be. fascinating. About 3 foot tall by the sounds of it. And I think he's buried in the churchyard over the way. So what do you think of that then, Amy?
Yeah. Well,
you tell me about your shoe.
I was expecting to have nothing. I'm literally falling down this hill.
Right, Amy, the shoe.
The shoe.
The shoe.
The shoe happened. Okay, so basically, well, I think it was when you were asking just sort of general questions, right? I felt this tap on the back of my shoe as if someone just lightly kicked the sole of my shoe. Now I've got boots on with quite a thick sole, and they are new shoes, right? So I wouldn't have thought you'd have just felt a donk on the back of your shoe. I didn't hear any animals or anything, so I thought, right, I thought it might be something paranormal, so I just waited. And that's why I thought I'd ask when you actually sort of, you know, established a connection with the spirit. I was like, I'm just going to ask because it might have been. And then, yeah, he admitted to doing it.
Yeah, he did. He said that he, to get your attention, I think, Amy.
Kicked my shoe.
It's always surprised me, this paranormal, because, you know, we thought we'd had quite a barren day, as they say.
Yeah.
And out of the blue, we pick up a small child, 3 foot tall, called John, who's buried in the church. And he's happy being this side of his side of life, I suppose. I always ask them because I always want to know, because if he'd have said he was unhappy, I probably would have tried to send him over today. But he seems happy, and I'm not going to interfere.
Yeah, he probably sees a lot of people walking, and like we just saw someone walking their dog.
Yeah.
Really nice dog. He's probably just happy to chill.
Yeah.
So.
Sure. So, I think that'll do us for today. 2 investigations. So, from
Suffolk Amy.
Suffolk Andy, keep
spooky.
Spooky.
A lot of people who are alive at the moment constantly ask the question of, is there life after death? Do you know the answer to that?